All right. There we go. Well, starting a bit late, but we are starting. So there we go. Hello and welcome to the Thursday stream. I, of course, am Fabian Zib, and I'm here to draw and say funny stuff and just kind of hang out, play some games. We did a lot of conquering on Monday. We finished Super Mario Brothers Lost Levels / Mario 2 in Japan. And then we just kind of cruised through Little Samson, which was cool. It was a great game. I really enjoyed it. So, yeah. Gonna have a new game going at some point tonight. So, hey, Ferdy. Good to see you. Wow, I am shocked Black Fox isn't here. Is he okay? So I'm gonna go check on Black Fox. He was having trouble sleeping before, so... Okay. So, hey, there he is. How your favorite blue boy? I am well. I am well. I don't know who the favorite is, but I am well, and I'm blue, so... Wasn't a bad day, and just a little tired. A little tired, so, had a little pass-out nap here at the desk, and now I am back up and running, so... Good deal. So, oh, me. Oh, well, I mean, I guess I'm fine. Yeah, I added chat rules. I've added a bunch of stuff, kind of on the back side of things. Nothing revolutionary. So, I could also take that as the new chat rules. And it's like, thanks, Black Fox. That's awesome. I'm glad you think it rules. So, earlier today, I had mentioned that the Kobold Sorceress that I drew is getting a new sticker. Excuse me. And I am super happy with how it looks. I'm waiting for it to come in mail. I'm very, very excited for that. You're tired and slow. Well, yeah, you were having a hard time finding your medication. I hope you found it. But yeah, so I was enthused. People were excited about the Kobold Sorceress. Rearing up again, so I am going to spend tonight working on a new sticker, possibly with your input, which will be fun. So I am already going to... My main goal is a new sticker, which will be a Kobold Cleric. Aw, I hope you find it, buddy. So I'm going to do a Kobold Cleric of Tiamat. It's going to be awesome. And if we get really far, maybe we'll do like a Kobold Bard. So we'll see. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead with the whole Kobold thing, which is what I do. And I'm going to use something that has higher contrast. There we go. I'll even drop that down just a tad. There we go. Now everyone can see. Okay. Yeah, Bard would be fun. I just I've covered some of the main classes already, and I just want to make sure I get her in there. If not a cleric, then a paladin of Tiamat. I think this one will be female because the other one, there's only one other girl. Kind of a standard pose for type of armored brute type. So how is everyone's week going? We're in that lovely pre-weekend state. Big fan of that, so. Get them feet. Football feet. Kind of liking the cut of this one's jib here. Get a big Arfin sword or a... Leaving work tomorrow early to hang out with friends. Oh, good. Have to make up the time on Saturday. Ferdy, what's happening? I'm gonna need you to come in Saturday around 9:30. Catch up on that work you're missing. Bummer. Oh well. C'est la vie. At least you will hang out with friends, which is always a good time. Unless your friends are jerks. In which case, screw them. You don't need them. Probably 10. Well, you're just waltzing in whenever you want now. Huh. Guess that's how it works over in Ferdyland. Benefits of seniority. That's weird. Have you checked like any backpacks or any bags or anything you might use, or even your couch cushions? I mean, every time I lose something and I don't look in the stupid places, it's in the stupid places. I think for this particular lass, I'm gonna give her a spike mohawk. Something like that. Well, you check under your bed, check under your dresser, any chests of drawers that you have. Work with me here, Black Box. Just trying to help. It's a pretty cool pose. Guess that really more paladin style, but... I think the best thing to do would be to stop looking, and then you'll find it. That's also usually what happens to me. I'll lose something, or I'll just misplace it, and then I'll look and look and look. I'll get all frustrated, and I'll get all just freaked out, like, where the hell is it? You know, someone stole it, you know? And then I'll just stop looking, and then I'll, like, turn to my right, and it's just sitting on the table next to me. Usually what happens, I would say. On pretty consistent basis. This is more like cleric. She'll have like a Tiamat symbol. You know what? I don't know what the favored weapon of Tiamat is. I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look that up real quick. Whoop-a-doop-a-doop. Favorite weapon. Dragon God. Favorite weapon. Bahamut. Tiamat. Why worship one dragon when you can worship 5? The heavy pick. I could deal with that. Heavy pick. Actually, I thought of Cat of Nine Tails right away. Or there's a. I'm trying to remember. There was historically there was a flail like whippy thing that had 5 heads. So I would totally go with that. Um, but heavy pick works too. I don't have much mining representation in these kobolds, so I'm gonna do a heavy pick. Also, really fits the kind of cleric down in the trenches kind of lifestyle. It's an expression like you're going to fucking jail, Greg. Yeah, I hope you find a Black Fox. That really sucks. It's never cool to lose something and just not know where everything is. Like I said, I've done it many times myself, and I completely understand where you're at. Craig, that's illegal. I might open this up a little bit more and have the holy symbol either on the shield. Yeah. Why am I not using one of the biggest tropes? Why am I not using one of the biggest cleric tropes of all, which is my holy symbol is always with me. I'm always using it. Well, you need a free hand to use it. Oh, it's on my shield. Oh, well, there we go. Perfect. So we'll do a 5-dragon design there on yonder shield. And is she twisting here? Is that butt or is that front? That's an important distinction to make. You know what? We're gonna alter this. We're gonna alter this pose a bit. I don't like the ramrod straight nature of it. Say car ramrod. Say car ramrod. Let's get her into a fighting pose. Let's get her into a proselytizing pose. Or at the very least, let's get her arched. Yeah. I made one of my favorite characters. I made a kobold that was a I guess you would say like cheerleader for Tiamat. And then his whole thing was to go and spread the word of Tiamat. Like, basically, he'd go to like villages and be just like, your homes will be razed and your fields burned. And everyone's like, you suck. And he's just like, I'm just telling you about my religion. And then they would throw him out of town, and he'd be like, oh, bother. And then Tiamat would show up, and she'd be like, dun, dun, dun. And he'd be like, I told you. Yeah. So, yeah, cheerleader for. I had a song. I actually had a song for her, and it was to the tune of the. It's like not Neko Mimi, but it's like Neko something March. It's these really cute little cats that march across the screen in cute little band uniforms. But I made a song to it. I don't remember the lyrics entirely, but it was in my head for a long time. I already like this pose a lot better. It's a little more dynamic. Ball of foot and heel of foot. Trim that down when we get a chance. Yeah, it was like I would share it on the stream here if it wouldn't get immediately like muted on the VOD. because then I would be sing. Well, actually, you probably wouldn't hear me because my audio isn't separated. So, but yeah, it was pretty great. I was pretty pleased with it. What was it? It's like march on, we're marching for Tiamat, the queen of all of dragonkind. Red, black, blue, green, and white. Your fright is right, 'cause we're marching for Tiamat, the queen of all of dragonkind. It was really fun. I had a good time with it. It was a little ragtime. It was a little... it was a little, like, church camp. It was pretty great. Oh, man, oh, man. Black Fox, I should let you know. I know you're pretty sleepy. So if you need to get your sleeps, you do that. But I may have listened to you in terms of what game to play. So I'm sure you'll be interested in figuring that out, and we will do that at some point tonight. I like this arch. I think it needs to be a little more arched. Kind of a calling out to Tiamat kind of thing. Tiamat. I think it's pretty. I just realized, in the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon opening, nobody is fucking concerned with learning more about what the giant fucking dragon thing was, and they're like, "Who was that?" It's like, "Oh, that was Venger." Like, you know, the thing that attacked you first. And it's like, oh, and you're like, oh shit, and you ran away. You don't want to know what that is. I mean, that would be pretty important to me. I'd be like, how do I avoid that? And I think the hips need to tilt a little more. Yeah. Inverse kinematics say that the hips tilt down when you arch. Yep. And I just want to make sure everything gets caught back up to where it should be. Actually, that's probably good where it is, and then we'll toss in some lineage here just to kind of get us in there. You still got some sleep. Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah, and that song, I was particularly proud of the red, black, blue, green, and white. Your fright is right, 'cause we're marching for Tiamat. Oh, what was the other part? Oh, dang it, I can't remember it. Oh, it's like... It's something like it'll make your enemies quail like a tiny little mouse, and then burn down their house. It was fun. It was very fun. Oh, I had a little black cat on my stoop this evening. Wife was taking out the dog to go bathroom, and then she came in. She's like, "There's a cat on the stoop," and looked out there, and sure enough, there's this beautiful black cat, long hair. Big old yellow eyes. Went by the name of Church. It's a very smart Pet Cemetery joke. I might have to save this Kobold Paladin. I like the Paladin. I think obviously it's needed, but I do like the Cleric. Getting all clerical, making some clerical errors. Yeah, there was a black kitty on the stoop. Real cute. I saw this beautiful, like, the only way I can describe the fur, it's like cinnamon and sugar. It's like it's like a Siamese cat with like peppered with darker fur, not like a tortoiseshell, but like more uniform. And I saw this cat, and it's beautiful, but it was like the size of a raccoon. It was enormous. It's like, holy shit, dude. It was just big. Part of me wants to make her super haughty and like big. Like she's like a almost like a school marm. But the way I do kobolds is that the females are bigger. Um, they're the bigger, stronger, and smarter of the two. Cool, yeah, Black Fox is totally into that. What's up, Bubba? Why you make barkies? I heard barkies. Heard barkies from the boop. He's out there. The Roscoe cam is active, so if we're lucky, he might show up. Oh, that's my arm. I was like, what is moving? That's my arm. So I'm gonna dupe this. I wonder if I can add some bigness. Zib's arm says hello. It's the useless one, so yeah. It's not useless. It opens doors just fine, but, you know. She is a bigger... Let's see. I think we'll just do fantasy proportions for now and see what happens. I'm gonna need to figure out how to do her horns though once we get to that point. Yeah, I heard the Argonians are nice. Honestly, it's funny because like I love fantasy games. I love fantasy races and things like that. I have such a hard time playing any kind of like human. It drives me crazy. It's like I'm playing a fantasy game. Why would I play? That's one of those DMing things that always drives me crazy. Is someone will invariably pick a human because they have some kind of innate benefit or some innate like broken combo or something, and like I just hate it because it's like no, it's a fantasy game. We're humans every freaking day. Please be something interesting. I think that arm is actually a little bit off, just slightly. If I can bring it down just a tad, just a touch. Oh, Dur, it's gonna be on her shield. What am I thinking? She's not holding the holy symbol by itself, she's holding her shield. Let me do something about that leg. That kind of got a stanky leg here. It's not working. You always pick Redguard or Argonian. Well, that's fair. Khajiit or Argonian for me. Not that I've really gotten too deep into a Elder Scrolls game, aside from Oblivion, I suppose. The original Oblivion. OG Oblivion. I should give her like the classic like horned helmet but it's her horns. That's totally happening. I love that. Da, da. It's definitely happening. That's going to be part of this. And her weapon is absolutely the heavy pick. It's more straight for a pick. Yeah. It's kind of cheating, but for a second I was going to put Purity Seals on there. Like she's a sister of battle or something. Oh, the Adeptus Sororitas. I like how they introduced the Adeptus Sororitas in the Dawn of War games. It's like a pitched battle, and like the Cadians are getting their ass handed to them because they're Cadians. That's exactly what happens. But just crayon drawings of each head. But like they're getting their asses handed to them, and then like the sisters just show up and like walk down the battlefield, like whatever. Sisters, fight by my side. The Canoness. That's what their leader is. The Canoness. Let's see. I want to alter this expression a bit. Yeah. I love how there's this dichotomy of kobolds. There are the kobolds that are in role-playing games, Dungeons and Dragons, you name it, and they're the ones that are draconic little creeps, and they're evil and they're mean and sneaky and manipulative. And then you have internet kobolds, and they have like crayon drawings and they like silly things. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to my boy. Okay. So she is going to have that horned helmet. Yeah, the adorable rapscallion. I'm looking at the Rankin Bass version of kobolds, and everyone else is like the Sanrio kobolds. I think the pick could be in a better position. It's just really open and really not like. I'm trying to figure out what's she doing. Like, what does she actually do? Is she like proselytizing? Is she preaching? This is a battle hymn. And if her shoulders up, her head should be slightly tilted over. They're full of whimsy, and they'll skin you alive if you break that. I could see it. I don't want to take away from her horned helmet, though. What if... Doodly 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 doo. Oh, I must have enlarged her head accidentally. What if... It's almost like a commanding... She's got the pick. Because I do not want to get in the way of this amazing idea that I have. Yeah, the original, I believe the original kobolds were Germanic folklore, and I don't think they had like a proper form. At least I think they were tricksters, so they were like most like Germanic and like Western European mythology. They were very not necessarily evil, but definitely not like to be trifled with. I mean, they're Fey folk, so they're definitely not, trustworthy. I think that is, but yeah, the wizardry kobolds were dog-like. Maybe we need to switch the shield and the pick arms. That might be what we end up doing here. Need to block her out properly. Might get her like that. Yeah, I think that's the way we're going to go. Not a southpaw. I tried to represent my poor people. My people. Should this one be like the commanding forward kind of thing, or do we just want to do uppies? Trying to figure out, because I mean, this is going to be a sticker, so I need to kind of keep it to a certain set of dimensions. It's Trixie, I say. The Sorceress isn't the only new sticker, and once the new stickers arrive, I may be able to announce those. There is another Kobold sticker, and it will be pretty cool. It is based on a shirt that we did. Beep-a-doo-doo, ba-da-ba-da-boo. And we can get the, let's see, we can get the tail. Let's get the tail down. Something like that. Yeah. Or even just... Wee-ba-da-doop, ba-doop-ba-doop-boop. I'll probably try to get some kind of like Tiamat's multicolored light in there somewhere. Yeah, let's refine this one. Actually, I'm pretty happy with this, with how this is turning out. Let's refine that one. Let's get that face in. My kobold ladies have smooth snouts. There is some dichotomy between the two. Won't worry about the eyes right now, in terms of what she's doing. It's a little scrunched up there. Just refining the sketch. I don't need it to be perfect. I just want to get the basic visual ideas more realized. And the neck. There we go. Yeah, this is just kind of refining what I've already put down, just to kind of make sure I highlight some ideas that I want to hang on to, and start eliminating stuff that I don't really want to hang on to or that I don't find is visually relevant. Get this shield in there. Shield throw is kind of a cop-out. Maybe what we can do, this is just an idea. Maybe she can have the shield at a slight angle. I can still get the 5 heads of Tiamat in there. Some little scraps of parchment for amazing prayers. Tiamat battle hymns. Chirp, chirp. Birdly. And this would make the tail go a little bit more behind the body. Honestly, I think that's going to be a little bit better. I even think it would allow for the arm to be extended more. One of the other things with the pretty much, I like to think that the average Tiamat battle hymn is basically just the soundtrack to Doom, Doom Eternal, or Doom 2016. Oh, BFG edition or BFG division. That's the one. Yeah, that's absolutely a Tiamat battle hymn. What are the lyrics to your battle hymn? Is that draconic or just loud? Loud. It's just loud. The other option, because the ones that I have right now all have a little bit of a perspective added to them. I should show those off at some point. Any resemblance to Draconic is purely coincidental and statistically impossible. Have the pick. Require a little bit more turn from the torso, I think. But to have the pick. More towards the viewer. That's possible. That's pretty possible, actually. I don't mind that. Alternatively, see, this is also why it takes me freaking forever to make stickers, because I worry about the design so much. Because I want people to use them, you know. Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's like having some depth to it. Gosh, I am sure somewhere I have the other Cobalt stickers. Have I shown you guys the Cobalt stickers I did? I'm pretty sure I did at some point. Could also do kind of an over-the-shoulder thing. Then it kind of looks like she's swallowing the pick, and the pick gets kind of obscured by her head. There's not a lot of action in that. The other ones have a lot more action. I think the pose just needs a little bit. Yeah, the stickers I take to cons. So I definitely showed you guys then. Let's see. Okay, let me make a new layer here and just try something. Let's just make the pick kind of a focal point. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I can never remember. Oh, I think this is working. I think this is working. If she's in a battle stance, she needs to be more spread out. You see where I'm going with this, though. Like, her torso is facing the X, like the middle of the X is where the body mass is facing. So her head is facing this way, her torso is facing this way. So you have your head facing that way, the torso facing that way, and then the lower torso is following the head. So you get that extra motion. And then this is heading out towards the viewer, so it gets a little bit more foreshortening. Yeah. I think that's closer to what I want. Now I just have to figure. Yeah, the prepare to fuck shit up stance, or the I'm casting spiritual weapon at 8th level. You summon a spiritual aircraft carrier. Actually, I think this leg is going to be up on a skull or something. Yeah, like footy. Should definitely be stepping on a rock at the very least, if not a skull. That is another sticker I have. I have a Cobalt Skull sticker idea that I need to finish. Cleric go brrr. I got to see a trio of Thunderbolts fly over my office building when I worked downtown. That was pretty awesome. And then I got to see a A-10 Thunderbolt in person when I went to Florida. I went to an airplane museum. And that was very cool. I think lower torso needs to be a little bit wider. Yeah, they are loud, by the way, in terms of engine noise. Loud. Like in an office building, I just hear. Hey, Gray. Good to see you in the chat. We were talking about the many jets I have seen in my lifetime. How are you doing, Gray? Getting up to that weekend. How you doing, man? I it's funny. I thought about you because I was looking at my stream statistics, and I had yes, that is the plane with the gun that goes burr. The the thing about that plane, Black Fox, is that that plane was built around the gun. The Vulcan cannon in one of those things is as long as the plane. It's pretty cool. And the pilot sits in a titanium bathtub. That's kind of neat. Also great, we are working on a sticker design for a Kobold Cleric of Tiamat. She's all badass, and she's using the favored weapon of Tiamat, the heavy pick. Yeah, get your rest, man. Fabian Zib is a supporter of getting your sleep. Even you Texans, you gotta sleep big. Everything's bigger in Texas. No, I had thought of it because I was looking at my stream statistics, and it was, you know, showing the different countries that that my viewers were from, and the vast majority of you are from Canada, which I was like, okay. But then there's one that was like SE, and there was another that was like SG, or NG, and I'm like, what was NG? And it was Nigeria, and I was like, whoa, that's cool. Somebody from Nigeria was watching. And then I was like, SE, what the heck is SE? It's Sweden. And I was like, oh, yay! Yeah, this lower torso is really fighting me. I think I got to get the leg up thing down, or switch it out with something. Or maybe the lower torso needs to be looking in this other direction. I do not have a name for her yet. I don't have a name for any of the kobolds, really. None of the stickers. Should be some kind of canon names for them, I suppose. So her mouth is here, eyes are here. And of course she has her horned helmet that's really just her own horns and helmet. I wonder if it just needs to be... This pose is gonna... Mushy pancake? I read that wrong for a second. I was like, her name is what? Too many K's in there. Oh, this lower body of yours. Okay, let's move it over. Let's just try a different... Let's try a different set here. How's it going, Blue? My lone little speck of light in Sweden. Always nice to have you. There's definitely something with this lower body that's not working properly. I wonder if I need to tilt the upper body a little bit. Not the head, though. The head doesn't need to tilt. They just need more of an exaggerated... I think that's what we're looking for. Okay. Well, you all did see the evidence. Roscoe does lay on that bed every so often. Gosh. Mm, 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 mm. I really like this idea with the pick in the foreground because it fits in with the rest of them. The Kobold Rogue has a crossbow that's kind of in the foreground. The Kobold Barbarian is jumping towards the viewer, so it's like its foot is much bigger. The Wizard's staff is pointed towards the viewer. So I want that pick to be in there. Oh my gosh. I want that pick to be in there. Yeah, it is funny. He really likes the couch, so I get it. I did laugh though because I was like, well, I have two USB cables that run about 20 feet. I might be able to get it into the living room. Living room is a little bit further away from me right now, so I'm not really able to reach him, but I'm hopeful. At some point I'll get it set up. I'll try it off stream and see if it works. Gosh and golly, I want this to work. Let's try this again with another layer and just see if we can't play with it some more. So the neck is there, shoulder one there. There's the right shoulder, right elbow, right hand, thumb. And there's the pick. So I know where that is in space. I know where you are. So that's good. Face. It's getting this lower torso to play ball. It's just being a butt. Okay, so rib cage there. Clavicle there. That's a terrible clavicle, Zib. Let's try that again. That's not good either, but it's better than what we had. Okay, there's the other hand with the thumb holding the shield. The shield itself. Just doing a round shield because that's works better for Tiamat. Put a heated blanket on the bed. You know, I'm terrified of heating him up because I don't want him to have a fever again. I for some reason I really don't like him being heated up. He likes the cool air too. He really thrives in the mid to late autumn and early winter. Those are his favorite times because he really likes the cooler air. Now I had my 19-year-old cat. We did finally get her a heated blanket, and oh, she loved it. Oh my goodness, it felt good on her little bones. She was just chilling out the whole time. She loved it. Yeah, she loved, and she was a heat girl. We have one of those oil heaters downstairs, and she would routinely get like within a centimeter of it. Like her nose would be right up to it. It's like a radiator style. Okay, I think this is what I was trying to get. Yeah, they get really hot, so are a bit of a risk. I think this is what I was going for. Something more like this. I think her torso is a little short, so we can bring her down just a tad bit. There we go. Give her some more torso. A little bit more muscle. She's kind of big. I had orange chicken tonight. Yay! It was Panda Express, but it was still orange chicken. two meats. There, you are knowing Gray is very wealthy man. Two meat. He eats two meat. Ferdy, I know you are a fan of the shmup. Is this still accurate that you're a fan of the shmoops? Schmoopty doops. Okay, so one of the themes I'm exploring in terms of streaming is going to be obscure games that I have never played or heard of, and a variety of these seem to be coming out of Japan. And someone was doing just a video of, obscure games that they thought was really cool. And a lot of them I hadn't heard of. There were a bunch that I had. But then there was one that I had heard of that I'd forgotten about. Gunnak for the NES. I had to laugh because the very first level you are shooting giant robot bunnies and carrot missiles. And it just makes me laugh. I was just like, So, there we go. I thought of you. So. All right. This is definitely what I was going for. Something more like this. I think the, no! How could the battery be not 100%? I'm plugged into power. I'm playing with power. So it counts with these machines. All right. Oh, it's not a big deal. I'm happy that I got my posing things in there. This cleric is so boss. She's gonna kill some gnomes and turn them into moss. I like that. I rhymed moss with boss. Now that's a power play. Power play. Big Mario. This thigh could stand to be a little meatier. Yes, bring the leg back a little more. Just a bit, don't shrink it too much. It's at about 95%. Yeah. And I think what I would do here is I would extend the pick out just a little bit more and a little bit bigger. Do da 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 da. Do da 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 da. Zap zada boot da doop. Okay. No one is ready for Huge Mario. Power play, Huge Mario. Mario, Dr. Mario, Huge Mario. Give it depth and heft. Yes, make it a fine weapon of Tiamat's grace. The graceful pickaxe. Now there's a Cobalt bar, if I have ever heard one. The graceful pickaxe. I'm just gonna remind myself. Tiamat colors. Or third heads. I write notes like that on most of my pieces because I'll come back to them after not having worked on them for a while and be like, what the fuck was I doing? I treat a lot of my art pieces actually like RPGs. So I'll open up an old art file and be like, what was I doing with this piece? And it's just like, I have no memory of this place. Okay, so yeah, that arm is definitely going to need to be... So the chest is going to be... Yeah. Girl! Yeah, I'm super happy with that pose. That pose is going to work. That pose is going to work. It might take a little bit more finagling, but it's definitely going to work. Probably. Maybe. Big maybe. Big Mario. Woohoo! Fucking Big Mario. Princess, I've come to save you. 'Twas beauty killed. Bring that into a King Kong reference for y'all. I gotta ask, did anybody watch the Kong movies? Not the Kong movies, the Godzilla and Kong movie. Was it anything? Was it good? Was it bad? Was it just a thing? It was just like, well, it exists. Okay, that doesn't really... Slugfest? Okay, so just kind of a raucous beat 'em up. I have been meaning to get into some of these more contemporary Godzilla movies, because they look really cool. I was also kind of on a kick after watching Pacific Rim, but it's exactly what it was advertised as. It's just monkey fighting lizard. All right, that's fair. That's more than fair. Let's tilt this torso a little bit more, because the weight is being put forward. Trying to make a good sense of movement in these particular pieces. All right. Okay. What I should do is I should stop messing with it, because I have it where I want it to be. I'm just going to put a note here as well. Arm is foreshortened. This is a drastic improvement over this. Like this to me, not as exciting as this right here. So definitely happy with that. Still want to do something with the pissy little kobold paladin of Tiamat. Look at her. Would you equate the kobolds in your campaign as D&D kobolds or Pathfinder kobolds? That entirely depends. The kobolds, as I know them and like them, are the Pathfinder 1 kobolds. I actually kind of fell for them when I was running Kingmaker. There is a tribe, the Sootscale tribe, that that you are able to interact with. They have a whole thing. There's a whole little arc. It's not a big adventure or anything. It's a little arc. But during that, I had been reading up on kobolds, and I had been looking at the Pathfinder kobolds, and they made me smile because they are so intermittently cool and funny. And those were the ones that I liked. Now, the Pathfinder 2 kobolds, I'm really not a fan of. They took the draconic influence and kind of threw it away and made it more of like a salamander kind of thing. And not even like the mythical salamander. They kind of made it more like a regular salamander. When I saw the artwork, I was like, maybe I just haven't seen a good artist work with them. But then I saw the blue kobold in the game store that I frequent, and it's just disappointing. I was just like, oh, they have such big flat heads, and I mean, they don't look clever. You know, that's the thing. It's like, I don't see that spark of intelligence. I just see, like, dum-dums. And that's what I expect out of goblins. I don't expect that out of kobolds. I expect kobolds to be weak, and I expect them to be cunning. You know, you find, a pair of kobolds, you kill one, the other one runs off, and you chase that one down, and then you run it at 50. You know, that's the whole thing. Yes, they look like bullets, and I really am not a big fan of that. Even some of the land sharks and stuff that they've done are more impressive, in my opinion. But yeah, no, the D&D kobolds, I think, are fine. They haven't changed those drastically. They're still lizardy. They look much better than they did in 2nd edition. But I like the D&D kobolds for their design, but I don't like their personality because they kind of wallow in their own weakness. They use it as a weapon, and for me, it's like, but they're so much better than that. And they've updated them, from what I understand. The Fizban's Treasure of Dragons, I think, updated them. But yeah, that's my long diatribe about how much I like the original Pathfinder kobolds. I also don't think they had a central design document for the kobolds in first edition. I think they just went off, let's make lizard people, like little tiny lizard people. Yeah, I really want to do this one. I also I basically almost completely promised Ferdy that there would have to be a kobold bard in here, so and why would I not have my absolute favorite class? And he's doing a saucy little jig with his accordion. Okay, I already love him. And he'll have a beret. It's a big feather. The beret is so big it covers most of his head. He's like Boober from Fraggle Rock. The hat covers his entire friggin' face. I love it. It was either the accordion or the bagpipes, and to be perfectly fair, I still think the accordion has a chance of being romantic. It has a chance of being full of mystique and wonder, whereas the bagpipe does not have that feature. That particular feature is not present in the bagpipe. There's no romantic songs with the bagpipe. In fact, if you were to ask anybody, what song do you know on bagpipe? There are two answers. One is Scotland the Brave. The other is Amazing Grace. Those are the two songs. I did hear, at one point, it was a YouTube video, I think. I did hear basically a choir of bagpipes playing Scotland the Brave. And actually, very moving. Very moving. When you get enough of them together, they can be very, very, very moving. Okay, yeah, I kind of like this bard as well, so he is probably going to be a sticker. I like that. Paladin looks at him like he's been playing the same song for the 12th time on their journey back to the cavern, realizing he's been changing the words each time so they can't decide on lyrics. Oh, I mean, I guarantee the first song he learned was, 99 bottles of beer on the wall. And this guy's a completionist. He's gotta play the whole thing. And her paladin order won't allow her to murder the hell out of another kobold. Oh man, and you got like Barbarian Bobby from the from the D&D cartoon here. Oh, I'm excited for this one, and to be fair, I'm actually quite excited for these two as well. Might have a whole sticker sheet of these guys. That would be really cool. Actually, I'd be a big fan of that. I know I started late, so I might run a little bit later this evening. This is great, actually. This is a lot of progress for what I was looking for. We actually iterated this one like 3 times to get that, which is not bad for me. I didn't have to stomp off in a huff because I couldn't figure out shapes. Like a copy of the Pally Kobold. Well, I will work on that one. Because I actually it's a very kobold, or it's a very paladin pose, but I think if I were to go in, oh, you know what? The grump face, the little grumpy face, it's good. It's good. I don't mind it. But what does a haughty holier than thou female kobold have, that would not be snootiness. Like, no, not even that. Like upturned nose. Like harumph. That would be fun. That would be fun. That one I think is going to take a little bit more workshopping because they're going to be full of armor. Just all of the armor. But I do like the idea of giving her a horn mohawk. We'll see. We'll see. That's just another design option. Another design option. That's good. There's a whole great page full of kobolds. I like that. I like that a lot. That's good stuff. Bobby the Barbarian. Yeah, Bobby got huge in the D&D movie. Yeah, they all have their own charm. This one really kind of screams more shock trooper. Like this really should be like a pot. Yeah. Oh, this is the victory music in Culdcept Saga. You never hear this because the game cheats like hell. Okay, iPad. All right. So the iPad is telling me that it's time for the iPad to go to bed. So I'm going to put the iPad to bed real quick. Make sure I save. Save to gallery. Yes. There's a lot of kobolds on that page. Very happy with that. Yeah, pot with their horns still sticking out. I love that idea. Okay, so as I mentioned previously, I believe Black Fox. Yeah, she got holes in the pot for her horns to fit. With the pick, I mean, it's an excellent weapon for it. It's a shock troop in that it's shocking that he can cast iron. You know what? I'm going to give you that one because I made a pun today and a lot of people liked it. Those are the ones that don't try that hard. Oh, I love this song. I love the imagery of Noelle on the Ferris wheel. I just think it's very sweet. I was pretty proud of it. I was pretty happy that it worked out that way. It was one of those ones that I was writing, and you know how this works when it comes to writing. It's like you're writing it, and then your brain just clicks, and you're like, "Yep, that's where this needs to go," and it does. Na 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 na. Not fate. Not fate. Sadly, not fate. But definitely will be some dungeons crawled this evening. I know. Actually, I'm wondering. I have fate. Oh, where is... Well, you don't have an icon. That's not great. Yeah. Yeah, I like Noelle and Susie. I think it's cute. I actually got some art of Noelle and Susie when I was in Texas a couple of years ago. And it's very sweet. Very cute. They're all flustered. They don't know how to talk to each other. It's really cute. I love it. I'm wondering if the copies of Fate that I have are even playable on my machine. Just double checking. Do bleep beep doo. Oh, sadness. They're not playable on my machine. I would have to stream them from my gaming PC. Eh. Sad. Well, there's a couple other games in here that we could play if people weren't interested in a dungeon crawl, but that's what I have on the dungeon crawl's back on the menu, boys. That's what I've got. That's what I've got. That's what I got. And oh, Oblivion Crash. Yeah, I do have Fate. I think I have Fate in all the expansions and everything. So, Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. You get aid tomorrow. Lemonade or all right. Music, you may go ahead and drop. You get paid tomorrow. I was going to say there's a couple of different letters that could be there. Okay. All right. Shut you off. All right. Excellent. So much excellence. So much excellence happening on the stream this evening. You want to get the remaster, but you don't think your laptop can handle it. I would be surprised if it's much more difficult to run than the first. I mean, I remember when Blizzard put out the kind of the redo of Diablo 2, it was still really accessible. Like a lot of people were still able to play it. But getting paid is good. I do like getting paid. Alrighty, can I switch over to what gaming side of things? Yes, I can. I have shrunk slightly. I have shrunk. The first ran smoothly under 2012 laptop. Yep. I don't think the remaster would be too hard to run. I don't think they've changed much about it. I don't think the engine's changed, at the very least. Right then. Let us see what kind of dreamy dreams we have. It's just as optimized as the original. Oh man. I think didn't Fate show up like in the interim between Diablo 2 and 3, or was it between 3 and 4? Oh, you're talking about Oblivion. Okay. Woo! Breathed in some of my own draconic spit. No, we were talking about Fate. We were talking about Fate. See. Oh, yeah. Okay, for a second I was just like, no, wait, I think Black Fox was talking about the Oblivion remaster, but there were multiple remasters being thrown around and everyone was shouting and it was scary. You know, Black Fox, I blacked out for a moment too. Okay. Let me make sure I have the controls configured, because if I have those configured, that will make things easier. Do 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 do. Oh, it's okay. There's that. Meh. And then we have oomp. Lid. We'll do Badoop. Mike Badoo. There we go. Okay. That should be better. Okay. Well, let's get this game a-rolling and see what y'all think. Oh, you've been looking for your dice bag and you found it above your monitors. Well, it sounds like you need to get those monitors lowered. Let's get the game started. Hie thee to the ocean city, to the Yggdrasil labyrinth.
A journey to the blue depths to conquer the shadows of night. Though you know not what this means, you go towards Amarode. What awaits is time's end, death's demise, a tempestuous dream, to push away the unfathomable dark and bring the light forward. A stormy adventure begins.
It's Etrian Odyssey 3, The Drowned City. It's a dungeon crawl. And it's a good one too, because there's piracy. And listen to that sweet FM music.
Oh, so pretty.
Yes. I adore the Etrian Odyssey games. I love them very much. They're some of my favorite games on the system. Very, very good games. This is not the original, or this is the original, I should say. This is not the revamped version that came out on Steam. I'm actually looking into that, but it's just too expensive. I already own the game. I own it on DS, and I don't want to pay for it again if it's not super cheap, because the Etrian games, unfortunately, are like $30 a pop on Steam, and it's like, no, I don't like that. But yeah, this was originally released in the US. It actually did come to North America in 2010. And it's it's a first-person dungeon crawl. It's we're gonna build a party full of anime characters, and we're gonna get killed by butterflies because this game is brutal.
The regal ocean city, Amarode.
The ocean city Amarode, far to the south, is said to have a ruin leading below the waves. As if tacitly admitting it, the Seratas ruling over the Amarode have invited explorers to their city, ruling over Amarode, not the Amarode. The invitation drew throngs of eager explorers who gathered to traverse the undersea maze, but none of the throngs who came to challenge that maze were strong enough to master it. The impenetrable ruins came to be known as the Yggdrasil Labyrinth, and its legend spread further. You yourself are an explorer who has heard its legend and now sail to Amarode to investigate. Your only objective, to have fun. No, your only objective, to challenge the labyrinth and win fame and fortune. Your hour is at hand. Yeah! Here we are in Amarode. It is a beautiful... It looks like a Eastern European city, doesn't it? Like, it looks like a little metropolis on the coast, like in Italy. Let's go to the Explorers Guild. Join up today. Hello, newcomers. You're standing in the one and only Explorers Guild in the ocean city of Amarode. Let me fix my puppet here. My winder. My winder! It's too big. Cannot have a window this big. It is messing up my stuff. There we go. I didn't want anything to be covering the text box. Much better. You're standing in the one and only Explorers Guild in the ocean city of Amarode. I'm here to supervise all the explorers who find themselves in our fair burg. Here's a little something I give every new guild for signing up. We obtained a guild certificate. And a cross script. And a resolve script. And an offense script. Now let's get to it. First, write your guild name on the space provided on the certificate. Think hard, because that name may be known someday across the 7 seas. It all depends on you. What is our guild name, guys? What is our guild name going to be? We are a guild of seasoned and unseasoned adventurers, busting below the waves, looking for treasure. Cobalt Cafe. Don't know if it will fit. Let's find out. No, won't fit. Disaster. Oh, I think we have a winner. I think we have a winner, unless anyone wants to try to beat Disaster. Yes, a group of kobolds is known as a disaster. I think we have a. I think Gray won this one. Congratulations, Gray. We are going to be the Disaster Guild. Oh man, let's disastify. Yep, I vote disaster as well. Absolutely. It's unanimous. We're going for it. Is this guild name acceptable? Absolutely it is. Disaster, huh? An odd name, but I like it. That's about right.
Well then, step 2 is registering explorers in your guild. You'll need to hire a few folks, but it's up to you whether or not you want to become a member too. At the Explorers Guild, you can register explorers and organize your party. Choose your favorite classes from the list and form a party of up to 5 explorers.
Guys, we are registering some disasterification here. Let's get some disastrous party members. The first party member's name is going to be, of course, it's going to be my birth name. It's going to be, that I is not showing up properly. I think the graphics are a little goofy. All right. Nope. There we go. That was my confirmation name, Zibicus. Prince, well, those of royal blood from kingdoms large and small, their orders raise morale to turn the tide. There's supporting combatants on either line. There's a front and a back line, and the prince is essentially a bard. Gladiator, courageous and strong. They eschew armor to display their trained bodies and fight with swords and hammers. Hoplite, their golden armor gives them unequaled defense, while their spears provide a strong offense. Buccaneer, these descendants of pirates learn to fight in gangs, supporting each other rather than dueling. Cooperative attackers from the front line. Ninja, they hide in shadows and use the art of ninpo, the advanced practice of which can create duplicates. Monk, with the power of ki, or chi actually, they can both heal and inflict wounds. Their bare hands are stronger than weapons. Zodiac, scientific magicians who manipulate the... Scientific magicians might actually be my band name. Who manipulate the etheric energy of the stars. Highly valuable in battle. Wildling. They'll report that the beasts gives them command over many animals. Some can even control lions. Arbalist. Experts in giant bows and cannons as big as they are. The firepower they provide is a worthy asset. And the farmer. The farmer. These farmers seek to apply their wisdom to navigating the labyrinth despite their clumsiness in battle. Not really selling the farmers for me, guys. Not really selling the farmies. Yeah, Way of Mercy monks. These guys actually, they're pretty tough. They're pretty tough. They do some good damage. What is Zibicus going to be besides a prince? I mean, you can have up to 5, but we can register a bunch. Like, we can have all kinds, we can have multiple parties, we can have all kinds of stuff. So we'll start with 5 to start. And Zibicus is absolutely a prince. Now, what kind of prince icon should I have? Oh god, I love that one. I love these two. They're my favorites. This one, does not work for me. Not a fan. This one, I don't like that arm. I also don't like that his staff is in shadow like that. He's like some shadow prince. You can change color. Look at this. Look at this guy. Ooh. Yeah, I got an alternate color comp. Oh, did she have red hair? Oh, still between these two. Oh. We've got to go either purple or red, or blonde and more blonde. This is pretty much my expression, I think, in any kind of fight I've ever been in. Oh, it's funny because I actually have this figure. I have this little figure. Okay, we've got 1 vote for red from Black Fox. That is, I do love this. This is really, really cute. I love the expression. Yeah, we're going red. We're going red, everybody. We're going red. Ah! No, we went the wrong way. Okay. Red. Better. Zibicus the Princess. All right. We can have up to 30 adventurers, so there's plenty of room. All right, next up. I I think our next adventurer is gonna be... Hey, it works. All right, what party member should Black Fox be? Gladiator, a hoplite. Now we can have multiples of the same one, but you know, I mean, pick what you want. A ranger or healer. Well, the arbalist is absolutely a ranger. It's a ranger with crossbows as big as their body. We'll go arbalist. We'll go arbalist with Black Fox. Otherwise, wildlings are the kind of druid style characters, and monks are healers for the most part. Let's go arbalist. Let's go. Let's have some fun with that. All right, Black Fox. Let's see. I don't know. What do you think? I'm super partial to this one. Although this one's got its charm. This one? All right. There we go. We got 28 slots left. Now this adventurer... Pretty sure this adventurer comes to us from lands unknown. Ooh, you know what? Let's try this. Ooh. What do we think of this? What do you think of Greyguard? Eh? Eh? What do you think, Gray? Nope. We want more. We definitely need more people. We'll do Gray Fox just for continuity's sake. And it's Gray, not Grey. Guardian. Ooh, Guardian. Okay. Guardian. Nice. Probably Guardy for short. Let's see. With a name like Guardian, Hoplite might be a good class for you. They're defense experts. Oh. I mixed up the U and the A. Haha. Good thing I can go back. Guys, I may be super excited to be playing this because I love the Etrian Odyssey games. Hoplite might be a good course for you since they're defense specialists. Otherwise... Wildling might be good since you clearly can fight with beasts. Like Black Fox. There's the Gladiator, vigorous attacker. Buccaneer, there's a gang fighter. Bobby Monk, alright. Monk. Alright, so we've got one of the main characters from Ghost Stories. A tiny girl with a crop top, an old man, and Ranma. Ooh, I like Dark Ranma. Master Roshi's pretty nice too, not gonna lie. Which monk would you like to be there, Gray? These guys? Now the nice thing with a good number of their designs is they're a little bit androgynous. So there's not a ton, or there's a good amount, I would say, of wiggle room. Torn between Dark Ranma and Master Roshi. Yeah. Oh, I get it. Do you want to be super anime or just kind of anime? Well, I suppose you could be Master Roshi, and he could teach everyone how the Kamehameha wave works. Or you could be Ranma. Dark Ranma. I like how these two are like absolutely out of the running. Oh man. Need old peeps here? Alright, you want Dark Master Roshi? All the dad jokes. So do we want can't go outside without bursting into flame Master Roshi, or clearly does not need SPF 30? Dark Master Roshi. Got it. There we go. Yes. All right, now this one, I'm not sure what to do with this one. Let's see. What is a good one for Ferdy? Maybe a Dorbald. Let's see. Oh, it works. There we go. It does fit. That's perfect. All right, Ferdy. What do we got? What do we got? So we've got the monk. We've got the princely Zib, the monk guardian, and we've got the arbalist Black Fox. What do we got, Ferdy? What are you doing? What are you doing? I mean, I would say princess, but I'm already the princess. Oh, Hoplite, because you're a bunny. Ferdy, I'm not psychic. As it turns out, that's not one of my princessly powers. Buccaneer would work pretty well. Buccaneer it is. All right. Take a look at these saucy pirates. Big fan of all of these. These are all great. Absolutely, I'm a princess. Did you not see my amazing avatar? She has lustrous red hair. She's amazing. What do you think? What do you think, Ferdy? Ooh. Look at this very anime Orlando Bloom. And then I guess Jesse from Team Rocket. Second image, blue hair. Is it this one? Oh, this one? This fellow? Na, na, na. Second from the left. So we've got reddish blonde or pink. Pretty sure I know which one you want. Yes. Yep, that is pink. Pink or dirty blonde, I would say. Pink hair. We got it. Last but certainly not least. No, it's all good. Last but not least. Oh, what's a good fantasy name? What's a good fantasy? Yes, a fantasy name. Blue Azure Fox. Y'all are so color oriented. My puppet freeze. I refuse to accept you freezing, puppet. Azure Star. I like it. You are using up all of that letter real estate. You are not letting a single letter go to waste. Nice. Blue. What party member would you wish to be? I think farmer is absolutely what you're looking for. Just farmer. Now we have a ranger, the arbalist. We have a monk healer. We have a buccaneer, a prince. What class would you like to be, Blue? There's no wrong way to play Etrian Odyssey. There are plenty of wrong ways to play Etrian Odyssey. Unfortunately, you usually have to die a lot to figure it out. La, 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 do, 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 dee, dee. I wonder if I can... Absolutely. Clean that plate. I'm also a member of the Clean Plate Club. I'm wondering if I can. You know what? I'm not going to mess with this while we're playing. I will mess with it off camera and see if I can get some good settings on it because it's difficult to read some of the text. And Blue, if you're not wanting to or if you're busy, if you're doing other stuff, no problem. Let's see. Don't have any magic yet. Aside from the prince. The prince is all the magic you're ever going to need. Oh, Gray, I never asked what class does Blue play in Final Fantasy? Or at least what's her main? Maybe there's a contemporary I can use here. Music just screams adventure. Tell you what, we can always come back and we can change our party. We've got tons of characters that we could be. Let's see, what would work for Blue? She likes healer classes. Okay, okay. Ooh. I wonder. You know? She might enjoy the prince or princess. Monks are good too. You know what? You can get double monk action going on here. We can Dark Ranma for her. That'll work perfectly. There we go. We have a whole party. Let's organize that party. So Zibicus, actually, formation, there we go. Zibicus. In the back. Guardian, right up front. Black Fox, you're going to be in the back. Oh, Doorball, definitely up front. And Azure Star. It should be up there as well. And we can always change that. All right. Cool. We've got our party. Look at us all. They're all listed there at the bottom. All right. Looks like you're ready to go. Your next stop should be the Senatus to introduce yourself. Oh, but before you go, let me explain one more thing. It's about the documents I just gave you along with the guild certificate. Smart explorers actually read them carefully. If you don't feel like it, just throw them away. But if you hope to go all the way into the labyrinth, you'd be well served giving them a look. In this game, powerful abilities called limit skills can be used by up to 5 party members. Limit skills can be learned by obtaining documents with the skill details written on them. Yes, they're basically group attacks. They're very powerful. Very, very powerful. Listen to that town music. We have all kinds of places we can go. We can go to Amon's Inn, Napier's Firm. You can buy and sell goods here. The Butterfly Bistro, which I think we're going to be going to at some point. The Explorers Guild, which we were just at. The Inverport. We can set sail from there. We can visit the Senatus. And we can enter the forest. First, we have to talk to the local government and let them know we're here. So they can make graves for us. The Seaside Parliament.
You're outsiders, aren't you? Let me guess. You were drawn here by the rumors of the labyrinth, and you'd best remember this. You stand in an assembly hall of the Senatus, Armorode's government. And I am she who wields the Senatus's authority to manage explorers such as yourselves. This is where so-called explorers' skills are tested to sort the true warriors from the cowards. If you want to be recognized as true Armorode explorers, accept the mission I issue you now. Official requests from the Armorode Senatus are known as missions. Carry out these missions to gain various rewards that advance the game's storyline.
Alright. Let's accept the mission. Prelude to the Forest. Anyone daring to survive as an explorer here in Armorode must first pass the Senatus's official test. You have been tasked with creating a map of B1F. We're doing it. Because one of the cool things about Etrian Odyssey is that you make the map in-game. The long and short of it is that you're to draw your own map of the labyrinth's first floor. The guard there will have more details for you. Look to him before you proceed. But you must have parchment first, eh? Here's a blank map given to explorers. Use it well. And there it is. That's our map. Check it out. We're going to do all kinds of stuff with this map. We're going to make notes, and we're going to draw stuff. It's going to be amazing. All right. Well, I think we just need to head to the forest entrance. So we have the option of entering the labyrinth or returning to town. I'm just going to go back to town real quick. And let's go to Napier's Firm. Professional quality provisions. What's this? Unfamiliar faces. Let me guess. New explorers lured by the sweet scent of profit. In that case, welcome to Napier's Firm. We carry all the weapons, armor, and tools you'll require here at our firm. The customer's God. We'll spare no expense for those who line our coffers, although that is conditional on you participating in a transaction. No window shoppers, please. Oh, she's fun. She's a fun one. She's a fun one. I want to see, actually, let's take a look real quick. Oh, that's right. You can do that. And aha! Just as I thought. Black Fox, our only ranged person, only has a dagger. Let's try and fix that. Otherwise, he'll be very, very useless in the back. Let's see. We have daggers, crossbows, fire lances. Can't use that. Crossbow! There we go. Excellent. Equip that crossbow. Yeah, how about the rest of us? Let's see. Now, the princess should have probably the best weapon. I can use a short sword. And a fleuret. We're probably going to hit that short sword pretty hard, I think. Ooh, I can use the wisdom book. Does not help me. Short sword it is. All right, let's see. Adorable. You. No short sword for you? The fleuret it is. It's a thrusting sword suited for those who lack experience. All right, and our guardian. Now, I don't think a dagger is going to do much for you, but a simple club from a hollowed-out tree trunk would be pretty good. I think we're going to give you that for now, until you get some calluses on those hands. Not for long, you don't. And probably the same for Azure Star. Just to make sure you have enough wham-pow up in the front. Now, we're pretty low on funds, but we can still, we can do some damage. All right. Let's save, just for the heck of it. Do. Welcome to Amon's Inn, boss. Not only can you spend the night here, we have doctors to treat your wounds, too. So, is this your first time in Alma Road? Isn't it awesome? Those clear seas, those blue skies.
Would you like to say yes?
I'm so used to the 3DS ones saving so quick. There we are. Save successful. So this is where we'll go to get our HP and MP back up to tip-top shape. Also revive people here if we need to. But for now, let's go to that forest. Waterfall Wood. Ooh, look at those lorikeets. A glorious journey start. So this is the dungeon. This is the labyrinth. You step into the unyielding forest known as the Yggdrasil Labyrinth. Though many explorers have lost their lives in its halls, it is surprisingly beautiful. The breathtaking flowers here are enough to make you feel as if you were simply out for a nature walk, but you mustn't let your guard slip even for a moment. Go forth and explore, always remembering that this forest is fundamentally a dangerous place. And fundamentally fun! So yeah, this is the dungeon. As you can see, it is a lush forest, beautiful and deadly. Got a nice waterfall going here. Uh-oh, a battle. Ugh. Fanged fish. All right, Adorabald. Oh, I don't have any skills. I forgot to give us skills. It's okay. Ooh. Giving you guys those clubs was a very good idea. All right. We've discovered a new monster, the Fanged Fish. And we've discovered a new item, the Red Scale. So the neat thing about Etrian is that when you go into the dungeons, you don't get money. You do get monster corpses and pieces of those monsters, and you bring them back and sell them and use them to create new items. Very similar to kind of like the Monster Hunter idea. So I find that to be really interesting. One thing we are going to do, though, is we're going to level up because I forgot to give us skills. It's been a minute since I've played. All right. So there's a lot of stuff here. Oh, Lady Luck. I mean, that's got to be one, definitely. Got to get those critical hits. There's so many different things here, and I always just like to have fun. So, let's see. Trickster is that a class skill or a passive skill? It is a class skill. Okay. Well, you do that. And I forgot you can also get guns, so that'll be interesting. Rapier Mastery. Lights out. Ooh. All right. Oh, it's been such a while. I should really look up the builds for these, but no worries at all. Ooh, we're gonna give you some healing, and let's see. Oh, Kyokukin. Do that eventually. Might paralyze. Very nice. And we'll just we'll keep you two very close. Very close indeed. Alright, Zibicus. Well, royal lineage is absolutely what I need. Let's see. That's a passive skill. I want that. Yep. The attack order. And what was the guard order? There we go. Guard order. So yeah, the princess is absolutely a support character, like a bard, and I can order the group to have higher attack or higher defense. So I just basically say hit him harder or don't get hit as much, and we're good. Alright, Black Fox. Okay. Bolt Mastery, absolutely, that's going to be a thing. Proper form, yeah, you're going to want that accuracy. Heavy shot. How about get some more Bolt Mastery? There we go. Alright, now we're formidable. So our first mission is to map out this first level of the dungeon. There's one thing you must be aware of before you begin your adventures in the labyrinth. As you have some skill at adventuring, some 3 skill points should be available to you. I remembered this before it prompted me. To spend them on skills useful in the labyrinth, open the main menu with the Y button, select custom. We've already done that. Adventure. Alright. While appreciating the roar of the nearby cataract, you find a guard alone at a crossroad. I heard there be newcomers to the guild coming. Welcome to the Yggdrasil Labyrinth. I'm apparently Patrick Warburton. The guard greets you cheerfully, and then motions toward the unmarked map you hold. I'm sure they told you at the Senatus that your first task is to map this floor. Mine, meanwhile, is to instruct beginners such as yourselves in the cartographic arts. Upon saying this, the guard explained slowly and plainly to you how to draw a map. In this game, you will draw your own map on the bottom screen of the stylus. Yes. Yeah, we can do all kinds of stuff. And we will. We will absolutely do stuff. Yeah, we can have all kinds of stuff. We can even place autopilot icons for running around. Yes, I understand how to draw the map. I'm Zib. I do what I want. That concludes your cartography lesson. Draw your map thus, and then show me your finished work. Guard steps back as if to indicate that his duty has been discharged. You may do as the guard says and venture forth to complete your map, or stay and question him. You know what? We got work to do. We got stuff to find, a level to map out. You'll notice that the map does automatically draw itself in the most like plain way, and we can update that. More fish. Oh, you two are still hurt. Okay. Yeah, we need you to hit that, but let's go ahead and do a little healing. And I will tell everyone hit harder. The Black Fox is going to shoot from the back. Yes. Uh-oh. Okay, Gray, you died. Sorry to say. Let's get out of here. Let's get the hell out of here. Alright. Gray, you got killed by a fish. And there we go. Hey, it's only $5 to bring you back. Let's get right back out there. Yeah, Greg, get good. Plus L, plus ratio. Ha! Yes, the price of life is $5. Look at those Laura Keats. Beautiful. $5. That's, I mean, I guess that's just to say that healthcare in Amaro is cheap. You know? It's very cheap. Let's find those fish and kill them for being jerks. There they are. And I think healing is probably a good idea as well. No, I want to use my defend order, guard order, and Black Fox shoot the crap out of that thing. There we go. Actually, we'll do one of these. No, Thorbolt's fine. Nice. Aw, blue and gray healed each other. Okay, so this section is... Oh, there's a little... Ooh! A small crevice is visible in the wall before you. Perhaps a person may fit through. Proceed, yes. Aha! Found a secret little passage here. So, what we'll do is we'll mark that. I want to mark it with a secret passage so we know that we can get through here. Boop. And then I can just mark out the different walls and such. Ooh, there's a treasure chest here. I'll put that down. Nice. While exploring, you come across a large box. Would you like to open it? Yes. Obtain nectar. Nectar's very good. Nectar actually is a phoenix down for us. And we can just mark on the map where we've been. This blew my mind when I first played it in 2009, when I played the original. Because it was just like, oh my god, it's like playing a wizardry game back in the 80s, but I'm making the map on the software itself, which is really cool. And you can do all kinds of stuff like, if I remember correctly... Oh, there it is, yeah. If you get this little red triangle, it lets you make a note. Napoitf. And then, see, whenever I approach it, it brings that up. How cool is that? What a smart game. You make an attempt to ignore the guard and press past him, but he stops you sharply. You return and the guard's stern voice hails you once again. Is your map complete? Show me that I might examine it. The guard's severe expression is unwavering as he pores over your map with a critical eye. No, this will never do. You've much more to chart. It appears you won't be passing this way yet. You must redouble your efforts to map the area. Okay, well, didn't know that that's what we were doing. Cool. Glad you were very informative about that. Jerk. Ooh. Deadly Durians. Uh-oh, is that because it has a status? Found a green thorn. Nicely done. As hair-raising as some of the battles can be, these games are actually pretty chill. Ooh. As you venture through the tree-choked area, you notice that you've come to a dead end. You find an old sign in front of the wall of trees, written in large print. Caution! Not all roads in the labyrinth lead ahead. Only explorers who are careful to examine their full surroundings will be able to convince you forth. You surmise that the sign, which contains elementary advice, was written for novice explorers. You tip your cap to its wisdom before returning to your investigation. How very us. You guys ready for some map drawing? I fully understand this might not be a really great streamable game, but I love the Etrian series very much. Small crevice is visible in the wall before you. Perhaps a person may fit through. However, it appears to be impassable from this side. So we found a secret passage here, but it only goes the other way. More fanged fishies. Nice. We are beating up fish left and right. In the original Etrian Odyssey, my claim to fame was going through the first dungeon and being pretty excited on the first floor, and then my entire party dying to a butterfly. It's pretty sad, but at the same time, I was also just like, damn, that is some awesome, complete FU. The other nice thing, too, is that it's very difficult to get lost because you have a map going behind you. And if you keep up with it... Oop! There's a door in front of us. Whoa! What is that? That is a forest frog. Well, it is going to die very shortly. I'm going to make sure everyone's defense is high. I'm out of magic. Okay, so I'm just a glorified sword. Black Fox doesn't have any attack skills, so... Uh-oh. Oh. Yeah, Guardian, you're gonna need to get some healing. Nice. Nice. The frog give us anything? The frog gave us a frog cheek. I'm hoping that's a face and not like butt. Don't need a frog butt. There we go. There's a door here. Mark that. We'll come back to that door. Right now, it's more imperative that we check out the rest of this dungeon and see what else we can find. Might be some more treasure here somewhere. Ooh. As you slowly grow accustomed to navigating the forest, you find small footprints at a dead end. The footprints lead east, where you can hear something like an animal's cry beyond the bushes. Investigate? Sure. As you carefully peer into the bushes, you find an animal caught in a hanging snare. You hear the cries of its brethren all around, as if in response to its piteous wailing. Set the animal free? Heck yeah. We're good peeps. We're good. We let the animals go. After you cut the rope with a knife and remove the trap, the animal nimbly jumps down. The animal is still young. Once it's freed, two of its kind that seem to be its parents emerge. You freeze. You can see that your luck is about to be put to the test. If your luck fails, the beasts will misinterpret your kindness and attack. The beasts glare at you for some time, their hackles raised. But eventually they slowly retreat. They seem to have understood your actions were meant in kindness. You watch the animals go as they protect their young before resuming your exploration. Oh, that's nice. And we didn't die. You like that, guys? We didn't die. I'm a big fan of that. Big fan of not dying. I did like the fact that they kind of threw in a lot of like D&D style adventure moments, and there are more. Actually, there's more moments like that that can end up in a fight, or can end up with the Adorball. You need some getting out of there. There we go. Actually, getting out of here is probably a good idea. We are low on everything. We are like a Walmart on Thursday afternoon. There is nothing here. Okay, the frog's dead, so we're okay there. The monks seem to keep on keeping everybody alive, so that's helpful. But they can also put down a really nice bit of smackdown. Do love not dying. We leveled! We got a slimy leg. Some enemies, it's interesting, when you kill enemies with different types of weapons... Ooh, is that a treasure chest? They give you different items. This game's got a very intricate crafting kind of system where you need to find, monster parts to actually... Ooh, Medica. That's actually a healing potion. That's good. Oh, this is all places we haven't been yet. Let's try to get back to where we were. You notice in the bottom right, there's a little radar. It was red. Oh, boy. We're in trouble. Okay, well, let's see. Maybe if our monks hit it really hard. Okay, Adorball died in one hit. We're in trouble. Okay, everyone get your ass out of here. Black Fox is dead. Okay. We gotta go. We're in a lot of trouble. Oh, shit. Nope. We're just out. We're out. Uh-oh. Okay, we got this. You guys focus on healing. I'm gonna run the hell away. Okay, so now everyone run. Okay, thank God. Hey. Oh my God, they just keep coming after us. Hey, I see. The princess was able to get out of there. Gotta get back to town. You can love not dying all you want. This forest doesn't care. Everything's groovy. There we go. Adorball. Yeah, you leveled, so now you're worth more. So yeah, it's $10 to raise you. Black Fox, same thing. $10. Oh, can't believe we used that much money. Ugh. Speaking of money, let's get some money. Let's sell some of this stuff we got. We got frog cheeks. New items are available. That's awesome. Ooh, new items are in stock. They've got a new weapon. Shoes! Ooh, more armor. Oh, we don't want to sell that nectar. That nectar's good. We could sell all these daggers, though, so we don't need those anymore. Now we have $172. That's not great, but it's enough to go to the inn. $10. Oh, man, if there was a hotel that was only $10, whoo-wee, I'd take it. All right. Let's save. So what did we learn? We learned a lot of things. We learned that the labyrinth is very, very dangerous. Kitties are very... I mean, that was very much a danger kitty. $10 for one night. It's a pretty good price. All right. Let's see what else we can do here. Guardian. Let's... Okay, your healing is fine. Let's give you a special move. And how about... All right, we got some special moves now. All right. More lorikeets. They're just everywhere here. Is there anywhere to go on the left, or is that just a solid wall? That's a solid wall. It's also nice to have the mapping feature, so you can, basically keep an idea as to where you've been. There you go. We know all these walls are solid. We can't go that way yet because the guard won't let us. Even though we're super good explorers. All right, Deadly Durians. We've got this. Let's try your new heavy shot, Black Fox. $33 damage? Not bad. Not bad at all. These little guys are tough. There we go. I remember playing this on the plane over to Australia. I got really far on it because that flight takes for frickin' ever. And I had nothing else to do. I was tired of movies, and I just needed something to do that wasn't a huge screen. Well, let's see, you catch up on a lot of movies with international flights. Nice. All right, now that we're loaded for bear and for cat, let's see what's going on in here. Okay, so this makes a little loop-de-loop. Man, I don't remember the enemy encounter rate being so high, but I haven't played Etrian in a while. They've done some interesting remakes of Etrian. The first and second games were kind of redone in a series called Etrian Untold, and it was a revamp of the original two games that had a preset party You can always play through the game with your own party, but this one had a preset party with its own story and its own characters and stuff. Very good party, actually. Very, very fun. And I would say that the interesting thing is that the characters are very, very good. And the story is good. I mean, here we're all kind of the, silent protagonists, but it's neat because the characters in the Untold series actually have a lot of personality and good stories. I don't think it's an anti-piracy measure. No, Etrian is just hard. It is more influenced by games like Wizardry than it is like Dragon Quest. This is a game that was made back in like 1987 and perfected then. It's just the nature of this particular game. We are going to need some defense on this one. I think the nice thing too about the encounter rate, even though it is high, the nice thing about it is really that it gives you a good idea as to how your party is going to work. It doesn't make you stalk around the forest for 100 years to find a good fight to try your guys out and try out your abilities. That is one of the things that people like to do with these games is not necessarily save scum, but, ooh, hey, secret passage. Oh, cool. There's like an inner chamber in here. And there's treasure chest. Ooh. Amrita, I think that is a multi-heal. There's another box. It's locked. I don't remember that. Okay, here we go. It's our good buddy, the Great Lynx. I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm a little worried. Let's get that defense up. And Black Fox, I need you to shoot that thing right in the face. Okay, a Dorbalt's dead. Oh, it's almost gone! Oh, man. Oh, wait. Wait. Let's use that nectar. I'm out of magic again. Crap. Okay. I thought Guardian was going to be fast enough. Okay, never mind. He dies. And I died. Cool, only 3 people get experience points. Love that. Love that for you. We killed it and we didn't even get treasure off of it. Lame. Back to Amarode. We'll never make it. Uh-oh. I have no time for you, my spiny friends. Oh, that's what they are. They're chestnuts. They're the spiky conquerors that they have in the UK. That's what they are. Let's bring our friends back from the brink of death for $10. All right, now we're gonna stay here. Let's save. Oops. There we go. Got to change my category. We're gonna finish this quest. You're gonna map out this frickin' first level. If it kills Ferdy again. Yep, it is already up there. And it's late. The hour is late. Time flies. Time just flies. That's right, I forgot. Etrian has an auto battle, so you can just hit a button and everyone will just automatically attack. Very handy for this early kind of stage where you just need to attack, get things out of the way, get some experience. Get that sweet, sweet XPs. There's nothing there. Oh dear. There we go. Oh, you three leveled up. Let's get some healing going on here, because I've not been healing between battles. Need to do that. Need to heal, as it turns out. Let's check out this middle again. Oh, there's nothing in there. Interesting. Ding. All right. We got this. We got this time. Oh, Black Fox, you missed. Guardian, you survived. Oh my god. Okay, Adorball died again. Black Fox, would you hit once in a while? Everyone just hit it. Okay, Azure's dead. Gotta claw off that thing. Back to the inn and safety. Oh, being a level 1 adventurer. It is the worst. Ooh, sharp tooth. Now, before we raise our friends from the dead, let's go ahead and sell some crap. Yes, new weapons, new items, like it. Well, now that we have $175, let's go ahead and bring our friends back. $15! Oi. Alright. Stay at the inn, we'll save, and I think I might call that for tonight. I wanted to give you guys a taste of it. Let you see if you wanted to keep playing it. Obviously, the game gets much more interesting than this, yeah, it's still early on. But yeah, that's kind of the Etrian series. Big love for that on my side. I definitely love that. It's definitely fun. I suggest checking it out at some point if you can, legitimately and non-legitimately. But yeah, so. Oof, yeah, just been a long day, so I'm a little tired, so instead of pushing through, I think I'll just go ahead and call it. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Ferdy, Black Fox, Gray, Blue, thanks so much for being here. It's always good to have y'all with me, and if we want to keep playing, just let me know in the Discord. I had a good time with it, and I just wanted to see if you guys like to check it out too. So in any case, everybody have a fantastic weekend if I don't hear from you, and we will hear from you again soon. Yeah, just have a good one, and we'll catch you later. Bye.